Thank you for watching. If you like my content, I would love for you to support my Patreon page. Starting as low as $3 per month, you can contribute to my media. Contributions allow me to upgrade equipment and more time to dedicate to bring you up-to-date videos and merchandise. Click the link below in the description to get started today. And again, thank you so much for supporting me all these years.
Yeah, can you speed up? Can you
Speed up what?
Can you speed up, please?
Speed up what?
Can you speed up? Can you hurry up? Can you hurry up?
You're a f***ing joke. You're
Yeah, alright. Can you hurry up?
You're a
A joke. You're the joke. You're acting like a fucking child.
You're a child?
Yes, you're acting like a child.
You're a child. You're asking me to leave at 2 o'clock
I
in
don't
the
give a.
morning.
You're here at 2 in the morning. I spend money on that expensive dinner. I bought all those drinks and then I paid for this high-ass room. You're not even letting me touch you. You're not even letting me touch you. And what do women do? What, man? Look, women who know what the f going on, they wouldn't be at this hotel room this late if they weren't trying to do anything. If they weren't trying to perform, they wouldn't be here. It's not all about sex. I pay all this f***ing money. I expect something in return, obviously.
3 dates.
I don't go 3 days. Some people don't even wait 1 day. 1 day people usually do that, man. Whatever, man. Like, I'm not gonna get the f out, man. Get the f before I put you on my damn self. Like, I'm serious. No, you're not. Get the f out. So alright, I'm gonna get it.
If you come, I'm telling you, don't touch me. I'm gonna scream. I'll scream.
That's late. That's corny.
No, it's not.
Touching. I'm not touching her. I'm not touching her.
Look at me, what you got, you little phone, really?
I'm not touching her.
That's what you that's what
out.
You're filming
She's
me?
acting like she's
Now you're filming me right
8
now?
years old, don't know what the f is going
Why don't you
on.
make sure you tell them that you're an asshole?
Yeah, I'm an
You're
asshole.
an asshole.
Any guy you know would say the exact same thing. If someone came to their room, they're sleeping over, you're grown, I'm grown, we would be doing something. It's common nature, man. You're dumb.
Never thought that you were the way that you are, bro.
What the what you think I want to...
Filming me like a little boy.
Why would you think I want to have sex,
Men
son?
don't do this. Would you want someone to treat your mother, your sister, or your niece this way?
Listen, my mother, my sister, my niece wouldn't be in a hotel room at 2 in the morning. I guarantee you that. If they were trying to do it, they wouldn't be. They would do whatever they were going. They would have a mutual agreement. I guarantee you that.
You know what? I agree to this.
Yeah.
I agree to get out of here.
Thank you.
I agree.
Finally get the f out.
And never
Get the f out. I'm gonna call you for what?
Your hair is still wet.
Call you
I'm
for
not
what?
wrong.
I don't give a
It's
damn.
2 o'clock in the
I
morning.
don't give a f what time
I
it
don't
is.
even know how to get out
I
of
don't
here.
give a damn. You can find. You can find.
Brought me here.
Oh my
So
god.
what are you
You're
gonna
getting
pay
also.
for my Uber?
I'm not paying for
Are
shit.
you gonna
I
pay for
paid
my
enough. I paid for enough.
So you're not gonna pay
I'm
for
not
my
paying
Uber?
for anything. I'm not paying.
It's me. I'm gonna call a real adult over because someone who really knows what the f is going on. Someone who's really can do whatever they
So quick to call me, but you were so quick to
whatever.
say.
Someone who's gonna do what they're supposed to do and they know what the f is going on. I don't give a f. Get your stupid out of here. Get the f out. Get the f. I don't give a f what you're saying. Get your stupid. Get the f out of here. Dumb. Act like you don't.
I want to start the video by saying that no means no, fellas. If a woman doesn't want to have sex with you, she doesn't want you touching her, no fucking means no. Don't touch her. But I am confused about this video highly. Okay, this is what I got the gist of, because basically this guy started recording this girl. They're in the hotel. She has a bathrobe on. She has a towel on her head like she just got out the shower. And basically there's an argument because apparently she didn't want to have sex with him. Okay, and he's upset because this is date number 3. He spent a lot of money on the night. They got the hotel room, and she doesn't want to get down. Okay, now, at first glance, you're thinking, okay, maybe he's a dog and he did her dirty or whatever. But if you really look at it, it looks like it's so many red flags in this whole conversation. Let me explain. So, for one, she agrees to go to the hotel. Now, I'm not saying just because you agree to go to a hotel with a man means that you got to have sex. But it goes back to a conversation I had on my Facebook page where I said, if a man invites you on vacation, does that automatically mean you're going to have sex? Now, when I asked that, the women were like, no, it don't mean that. But at the same time, a lot of the women were like, if I wasn't into him like that, I wouldn't even entertain the idea of going on any type of vacation or any type of trip with him. And I respect that. But, you know, there was a few that were like, no, just because we go on a vacation doesn't mean we're going to have sex. Okay, so then I asked the question maybe 6 months later, ladies, if you take a man on vacation, and does that mean he has to have sex with you? It was overwhelmingly, yes, he better be giving me, if I'm paying for the vacation, he better be giving me some. Okay, double standards. But anyway, I digress. So, let's just break this down. You go to a hotel with this man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you got your bathrobe on, you got your hair wrapped, you don't want to have sex. You don't want him touching you. He obliges, but naturally he's upset because he's basically wasted all this money for nothing to happen. Now, a lot of people are saying in the comments on Trick Daddy's post that, okay, why is she there at 2 o'clock in the morning if she knew at a hotel at 2 o'clock in the morning with this man if she knew that sex wasn't going to happen? Okay, once again, I'm not saying that just because the man takes you out, ladies, means that he can have your cookies. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, you knew, women don't play like y'all don't know if a man's gonna have sex, because we as men know when we know the difference between you wanting to have sex and when we fuck up and you don't want. So I can see if they got up in the room and he did some shit that was horrible, like maybe his phone rang and he answered and it was a baby mama talking about on some wild shit. She wasn't into that. Yeah, we know when we fucked up, but it doesn't seem like this is the case. It seems like he was in the bed, he was fully dressed. She had the bathrobe on, she had the towel over her head like she just got out the shower. He was fully dressed, so he hadn't even took his clothes off yet. So obviously, what I'm thinking, it was a conversation that happened, and it didn't end the way he wanted it to end. So basically, he asked her to leave. She didn't want to leave, so she's going off. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, so of course, he starts going in. Mind you, she started screaming, "Don't touch me," and he said, "I didn't touch her." He has the camera on, and then she gets livid because she finds out he's videotaping her. She's like, "You're filming me like a little boy?" See, that's where I'm really confused at, people, because here's the thing. She don't want to, she's basically being exposed, and the video was covered up, the voices were altered, so it's kind of hard for us to tell who it was. But we do know that she left the hotel room, and the room looked pretty nice. It looked like it was a suite. So you got this expensive room, and he's thinking it's hammer time. It's not hammer time. And he proceeds to let her know, hey, I'm going to call a real adult that wants to come up here and whatever. And she's mad at that now. And then she wants him to take her home or call an Uber. He's not going to do that because he's already spent enough money for the evening. He's like, I'm not wasting no more money on you. Ladies, no means no, and that's it. There's no reason for a man to keep coming after you. Maybe the occasional, please, come on, baby, but no means no. Fellas, that's it. But ladies, got to understand, it's not a crime to be upset about not getting what you want. It's rude as fuck, but it's not a crime. Once you say no to something, that doesn't mean that the man is obliged to be a gentleman further out. Now, me personally, I would have figured out if it was going down. What's up, you know? You want? I can get the suite. You know, I got the suite reserved. Me and you, let's finish the night right. And then she'd have been like, not tonight. Cool. Because see, here's the thing. Women play games like this. I've actually had this happen before. I got a hotel room. I was like 25. I got a hotel room. You know, Shorty was supposed to come up there. We were supposed to get down. She came up there all right, but she brought like 2 homegirls, and they had bottles, and they wanted to basically drink. I ended up leaving because she got drunk as fuck, and we're homegirls. I didn't know her homegirls was coming up there, but the conversation we had prior to her coming was, ooh, I'm going to have you up all night and all this other shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. But she brought her homegirls up there because she didn't want to have sex. I didn't go off. I just left the hotel room. I left the hotel room, and I came back the next day, you know, like early to make sure the room was clean and everything was cool. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? When I came back, they were still in the bed knocked out. I woke up and said, hey, y'all, it's check-out time. Y'all got to go. You know what I'm saying? And they got up, and she was like, you didn't come back. I'm like, nah, I went home with the bed. You know, y'all was loud. Fuck, I was tired. I didn't want to sit up in there with 3 women cackling and laughing, especially. And then after that, I didn't call her no more because you didn't tell me you were bringing your homegirls. And it wasn't like they dropped her off. They came in there with bottles. They were ready to kick it. They were ready to party. You know what I'm saying? So it's confusing as hell to me. how this all went down. Not to mention that she had an overnight bag with her. Look at towards the end of the video. She has a whole overnight bag. So my mind, it would have been confusing. Not it was like I'm saying it again. Just because you go to a hotel with a woman, fellas, doesn't mean she can change her mind. She can literally be in there and say, "No, I don't want to have sex with you." You know what I'm saying? But like I said, ladies, listen to me. If you do this, at that point, he doesn't have to be a gentleman anymore. He doesn't have the right to hurt you. He doesn't have the right to put you in danger, but he doesn't have to be a gentleman anymore. He doesn't have to be nice to you. For instance, if we go on a date and you say, "Hey, I don't think I want to be in a relationship with you," or "I don't think this is going to work, let's just be friends." At that point, I have every right to cut that check in half and say, "Well, you pay for your food, I'll pay for mine. We're friends." That's what friends do. You know what I'm saying? I have the right to, say, you know what, like when you, like, I did a conversation on my Facebook post the other day where I asked if a man proposes to a woman and she says no, is the relationship over? And there was a mixed responses from men and women, but the overwhelming answer was yes, the relationship's over. You know what I'm saying? But women were like, well, why would it be over? She can just not, with that, I could say, yeah. It depends on the situation. Now, if y'all been together for a while and ain't nothing going on, it's a good relationship, and she says no, and her reason is I'm not ready yet, but y'all got kids together, y'all live together, I honestly would leave the relationship. But if it's a situation where y'all only know each other like a few months and there's no ties to y'all and she doesn't want to get married, then, maybe you asked a little too early, player. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, this is confusing to me. Now, I'm a gentleman. I would never put a woman out and leave her. Well, I would at least call you Uber, but there was another situation where a dude did call a woman an Uber, and she tried to blast him for that a couple of months ago. So, ladies, make your intentions clear. If you just want to go somewhere and go to sleep in a nice, comfy bed, tell them that, so at least maybe you can go half on the hotel room. Y'all can get double beds and do it like that. Don't put yourself in a position where you're dealing with a man who's angry or whatever, because that's dangerous. Now, because what it is you play these games. I'm not saying that that's what's supposed to happen. I don't want to be in the mind frame that it's going down and it's not going down. Now, I would much rather you just say, look, I want to take our time with this, because I've done this before. I've had women spend the night with me and we didn't have sex. We just laid up and we watched movies and fell asleep together on some wait till you tell shit. Angela Bassett and old boy in the bed together, just laying there, sleep, no sex. You know what I'm saying? We've done that. I've done that before plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But, don't gas me up so you can bring your homegirls to the hotel room so y'all can have a room to get drunk and do debauchery in, because you bitches ain't got no place to go. Y'all live with your mamas, and your mama ain't gonna put up with y'all in the den getting drunk like that. That's all I'm saying, ladies. But tell me what you think. Comment below. Hey, it's just a quickie. I'll let your boy.